He said everything looks great, heartbeat is 186 beats, and I'm thinking it's a... Good morning, little boy. What are you doing? You waiting for me to come back? Good morning, everyone. Sorry about the lighting. We're in the playroom right now. Sorry about a few things. I'm eating a bowl of cereal. This isn't that great, but whatever. Lighting, whatever. It's just one of those days. I... Again, went almost another week after posting my update video and not posting a vlog. So I promised you guys that I would tell you what the doctor predicted that we were having, so I'll tell you that in this vlog. It'll probably be a chattier vlog because I am not leaving the house again today. Still quite not at a place where I feel like I need to be out. So sadly for me, that means that I'm going to be missing my friend's son's birthday party today, but Brandon is actually going to take Bash, and he knew her before I even knew her because they used to work together. So it works out that it won't be weird that he'll be like the dad taking his son when his wife isn't there, because we both know them. I've really always just tried to make a point of not allowing how I've been feeling to negatively affect how Bash is getting attention. So during the daytime it's a little rough, but Brandon takes him to the park and they go do fun things together, and me not feeling well will not hinder him from not being able to go to things. We've missed one birthday party because I didn't feel well, but the time of day was so late that Bash wouldn't have made it to the party anyway. But he is going today, and that makes me feel good, especially while Brandon is home for this, like in the off season. He can handle taking him to those things, and by the time the season starts, I'll be out of the first trimester and can do everything again. Speaking of football season, Brandon is actually at work. He had to run out there for a little bit this morning because I think training camp starts tomorrow, and they're like setting up and doing all this stuff, and he has to kind of like delegate to some of the vendors that they've commissioned to come out to set up, or like where to put things. But he'll be back in just a minute. Luckily we don't live far, so it's not that big of a deal. But anyway, once they leave later, I will probably get on the couch or get in the bed and watch some like old movies and just drink my water and relax. That's really all that I have planned today, and just try to take it easy while I can. My biggest thing that I feel like I'm missing out on at this stage is going to church. I've been like yearning to go to church, and every Sunday I'm just not feeling great and haven't been able to go. I have not actually been able to go to church since I found out I was pregnant, and or since I guess a week after I found out I was pregnant, when I started feeling pretty awful. And so it'll be really nice to be able to finally get to go again. We kind of just take it Sunday by Sunday, so I can't say I won't go tomorrow, but I really want to go. I guess you guys will be seeing this on Sunday, so I don't know if I'll have gone, but hopefully I can. Can you say hi? Say geez, everybody's missing you. So the party he's going to later is a water party. That's why he has his swim trunks on, but not his rash guard yet, so don't judge his outfit. Can you show everybody all your teeth? Cheese. You need a haircut, bud. Mommy just hasn't been good enough to take you this time. You ready to go to the party? Daddy's home and ready to take you. Gosh, your toys are everywhere right now. So guys, I thought I would give you a little bit of a bump shot since I haven't been doing them yet on my update videos. It's only just now at a place where like it looks like much of anything. I just ate, that's why it looks a little bit bigger than usual. But yeah, this is the baby bump. Here, I should open that. There we go. And yeah, it's mostly just bloat still, but little boy or girl is in there. Speaking of little boy or girl, I think now's the time I should show you those ultrasound photos and explain to you what my doctor said he thinks it is. Can mommy have a bye-bye kiss? Give me a kiss. Mwah, thank you. I love you. Have fun. Okay, so I finally have a moment to sit down and chat with you, and I need to find something to sit you on so that I can hold up these ultrasounds. So I'm gonna sit you here on my protein powder in a minute. But okay, before I show you the pictures, if you have never had a baby before, then most of the time, and this is just pretty standard across the board, most doctors will not tell you what they think that the baby is at a 9-week ultrasound, just based off looks alone, because it's just so early. Parts are just beginning to form. I think I've heard stories of doctors saying like, oh, they think it's this and it ends up being the other thing, and it's not really that big of a deal because it's so early anyway. So knowing that information, I didn't even ask for him to tell me when I was laying down on the table. Thank God I didn't want to be surprised, because he kind of just said it on his own without even telling me. But at first, what we saw first was this, and he said it's a healthy looking little baby. I showed this in my, ignore my nails guys, it's, you guys know I'm not feeling well. I have not been to anywhere to get my nails done. So I'm missing 2 and they're completely grown out. When my nail color changes, you'll know I'm starting to feel better. But I showed this in my update video, but if you're not watching those, you'll know that this black spot right here is blood, and he said I could pass this at any point, so don't freak out if it happens. But this is the baby. I think that's the little yolk sac right there. And he said everything looked great according to this so far. So it's cute. It's a little gummy bear, and looks more like a baby than my last ultrasound. So like I said, he kind of just blurted out what he thought it was. And he said, everything looks great. Heartbeat is 186 beats. I didn't hear it again. I don't know why, but he said, and I'm thinking it's a girl. And I was like, what? Huh? And he was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a girl. And I was just like, okay. And you know, you don't want to get too excited because you don't know. And you guys know that I am hoping for a girl. I won't care either way, but I am hoping for a girl. I already have a little boy. I want to be a little girl's mother so bad. And so when he said that, I got excited, but then I stopped getting excited because it's just so early. I got questions on Instagram asking if he based it off of the heartbeat or if he based it off of what he saw. He didn't base it off the heartbeat because that's not really scientific. He's looking and doing different angles and there's nothing there as far as like a little wee-wee. So then he does a different angle and I see this and I say, well, if it's a girl, what is this? Because at first he said, see, this is a thigh and this is a thigh, and there was nothing, and he was like zoomed in. There was nothing there. And so I was like, oh my God, like maybe he's right. It's still so early, so I can't take it as gospel, but you can get excited. And he said, this thing is attached. And you can kind of, I don't know if you can tell, but attached, this whole thing right here is one piece. He said, that's the cord. It's going down between the legs and coming out around. And you can see these white dots right here. This is the rest of the cord underneath the leg. So basically the cord is going down between the leg and coming out around the back. So we might be having a little girl, y'all. Also, another thing to think about is at 9 weeks, if this was a little boy, it would not be that big, that young, I guess. So I'm inclined to believe that maybe it is the umbilical cord, and this time is a little girl. It would explain why I feel like you know what, and it would explain all the symptoms that I've been talking about in my update videos, because y'all, it has been a rough one this go round. I mean, I'm not leaving the house even for personal stuff. I'm not even going to my friend's son's birthday today. Like, it's just not been the easiest road. I will say this, and I'll talk about this in the next update video. This week, or this past week, I have been feeling probably the best I have felt since all of this started. And even though it's not been 100%, it's better than like week 5, week 6, week 8. At the time that I'm filming this right now, 9 weeks and 4 days, so almost 10 weeks. I remember at 14 weeks, I remember a world of a difference in how I felt when I was pregnant the first time with Bashi. So anyway, yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll know the gender this week. I go to my sneak peek appointment on Tuesday. I'm gonna do the expedited one. We'll have the results by Thursday, but we won't do the reveal, I think, until Saturday. And we're not having a party. I nixed that because I'm already trying to plan Sebastian's party and I don't want to do 2 parties within 3 weeks of each other. It's just too much. Oh, also, a nurse who works at that practice, the fertility clinic that I go to, she wrote to me when I said he gave his prediction, and she said, predicting that early with his expertise and his knowledge of what to look for that early on, it would be about 70% accurate. But yeah, so that is the deal. The doctor thinks we are having a girl. I am over the moon, but trying not to get that excited because truthfully, I really don't care. There's a lot of things about having a little girl that make me nervous enough to not want one. One, I don't know how to do hair. 2, I have PCOS and it's genetic, and I'm almost certain that my mom has it, and I'm almost certain there are several women in my family with it. I don't even think some of the people know that they have it. But enough rambling. I am about to go lay in my bed. I feel so bad saying that. It's just rough. I try to keep a good attitude and good spirit when I'm on the camera because I've said this before. I don't want my channel to ever be a place where you come and feel like wounded after you watch my content. And so it's either leave my channel feeling wounded or I don't post a video. And so that's kind of been the way I've been going. Like, you will leave so bored and so like irritated if I post the videos from the past week of how I've truly been feeling. So I talk about it, but I won't show it. I hope that you enjoyed this update. This next week, I will have videos going up. I'm gonna do the baby names videos, and I think I'm gonna have Amber come up and do the old wives' tales, like gender predictions with me, because next week will be a huge gender week for us, so we're gonna talk all about that kind of stuff. And then after that, we'll probably know the gender, so then that video will come out. So I'm thinking the content should be regular next week, but I can't promise what it will be like the week after. But thank you guys so much for just sticking with me through this and realizing it's just like been a trying time, but it's not gonna last forever. So I love you, and I will see you later.